Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And this will be the final episode.
Yeah, since, well, yeah, there's not much left, and I think this is the last part. But yeah. Well, yeah, this is hope, but, you know, if it goes well, this might be the final episode. But yeah, in the last episode, we continued the case, we presented the evidence, and we found out a horrible truth. That it wasn't Darky who killed Marshall. It was actually Emma who accidentally killed him. Although granted, in her defense, she didn't really know, and there was a light, the lights were out, so she probably thought something else. But she pushed the guy who had the knife or the weapon at the time, which happened to be Marshall, and unfortunately he got impaled from the back by a spear that knight's armor happened to have.
Yep.
So yeah, it turns out that she's the one who actually killed him, not Joe. Not Joe. Wait, his name was Joe, right? Joe Darky, right?
Yeah, Joe Darky. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Joe Darky was not actually the one who killed Neil Marshall. I mean, sure, he was guilty of other murders and stuff, but it wasn't Neil Marshall that was the one that he was not guilty of Neil Marshall's murder. Which unfortunately turns out that all that fake evidence forgery used wasn't actually to convict him, but to protect. Well, I guess it was technically to convict him, but to protect Emma. Since at the time, Emma was actually the one who murdered the guy in an accidental way. But yeah, we've discovered that horrible truth. And also, but at the same time, the ones who made that evidence was, Mr. Gant over here.
Yep.
However, we gotta nail him. So that's pretty much what this next part is about. We're basically gonna fight him to get the guilty verdict, but it's not gonna be that easy. He is definitely gonna fight the whole damn time. So let's see how that goes.
Yep. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so his fifth statement.
Look at him play with his hair.
Hold it!
Hold it right there. Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all this.
Oh? I wasn't aware. What is this benefit?
That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police. Oh. The resolution of the SO9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive.
Oh, that's a good one.
Huh?
Do you really think I'm that incompetent?
What do you mean?
Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SO9 merely sped up the inevitable. I can't say that word. Fuck it. A little. Is that
true, Edgeworth?
Yes. He was going to be made chief anyway. Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at. So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else.
Uh-oh. There he goes playing with his stupid hair.
Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There, it's out in the open now. Gee, would you mind if I change my testimony a little?
By all means, please do. He's gonna change his testimony again? Oh my goodness. Wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing for it in front of him. Interesting. Let me see. Nothing in it for you?
Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl? Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you better think again. Oh, bro, really? You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone.
Ooh.
Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised. You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though. Oh, that's a good one, Worthy.
I just want to know, why does he call him Worthy? Is it because his last name Edgeworth, right?
Yeah, Edgeworth, Worthy.
Could there have been something in it for him? True, you might not help out anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand. That's not what I mean. Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence? It's obvious.
Take that!
She admitted it herself.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky,
Remember,
the defendant?
She said we, or something like that, yeah.
I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Sky fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. Self-profit? What do you mean? After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Sky was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant. But how would he profit from all of this?
He would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet.
Essentially.
he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations.
Do you mean to tell me that despite Chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets?
Judge,
Are you that stupid, old man?
This is my reaction in the courtroom. Judge, really? Damn, man, come on. You know what? I have a thing against your beard now, too. Motherfucker.
Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Skye in forging evidence. Your motive, to appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her.
Righto, my boy, you have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something.
What?
Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing?
Lana. She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant. I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing. More than mere conjecture.
Unless that is also what happened in this incident.
This incident? Which one would that be?
Of course I'm talking about
The murder of Detective...
Detective Bruce Goodman. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her. Worthy, you better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Ooh, he's threatening him.
Oh, that's a straight up threat, my boy.
What do you mean? What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. What?
Oh, damn!
Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, you can't be serious. Huh? This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder? That's impossible.
What the fuck?
Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edwards said in easier to understand language.
It's too late, Mr. Wright. There's no turning back for us now.
Looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this. Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder? Actually, yes, we can. Good question.
Regardless of his rank of title, or title, Chief Gant is just a man, not God. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell.
I see. Alright then. Let's see what Mr. Wright's got, and it better be good. Show us the evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. That would be...
Take that!
Well, Chief?
So long as Righto here is tossing out things regardless of their relevance. Mind if I toss something too, OG? This shoe should do nicely. I'll chuck it right at you.
You always were quite the joker, weren't you? Oops. Looks like I got it wrong. Don't oops me. Oh,
okay,
damn.
yeah, you picked the wrong evidence.
Damn. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's try again.
I know it's hard with all that's gone on during this trial. But try to think back to what happened in the evidence room 4 days ago.
Something that proves Gant entered that room. Oh, yes, yes, I remember now. That would be the ID card record. It has to be. Okay, yeah.
Take that!
This is the ID card list. Yes. The one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 777-7777.
Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number.
It's your number.
Ooh.
What? How do you know that? The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code. 7 digits. You don't mean... I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 777-7777. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime!
Holy shit, he looks mad! He looks mad!
Order, order! Chief Gant, what do you have to say?
Nothing. The defense search of my office was in violation of regulations. And I will demand Mr. Wright to be punished to the maximum extent of the law. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you. About the use of this ID card.
Chief Gant, so you admit it? You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime?
What about it? I'm chief of police. Whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom. What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. Hey, that's not... Tell me. When you entered the room, were you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone.
Oh my
as
God.
I do with the evidence room.
God.
We didn't need to know that.
Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you on that day, would he?
Of course not. Why would he be there? Ooh,
Why did you...
you
He
fucked
stuttered.
up. He fucked up. I hadn't seen him in days.
Objection!
That's a lie.
Nah, we know he was there.
You hadn't seen him in days? Chief Gant, I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. What do you mean?
Did
This trial's purpose is to determine Lana Sky's guilt.
Objection!
No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. what transpired during that meeting.
In that case,
Oh, we
Mr.
do
Wright,
have
I'm
evidence.
going to have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime. It would be... okay, I believe now it would have to be the lost item report. At least I think it's the lost item report. Yeah, it is.
Take that!
Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime.
Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it.
So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the chief of police.
Yet you are in possession of the report. Which means you can't be sure if he filled it.
He filed it, yeah. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. He needed to? Yes, to transfer the evidence out. Oh. Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then you accompanied the detective to the evidence room.
I accompanied him?
There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room.
Holy shit! He has a point! Hold on, let me guess what you're going to say next. The chief of police murdered poor Goodman. In a shadow game.
Exactly. But wait! The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card.
Yes! Now that you mentioned it, I believe I might have done something of the sort. Bullshit. No. Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body. No! Holy shit, he did it! He did it, he's guilty!
Chief Gant, you didn't! The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course.
Objection!
You're forgetting, Mr. Wright, that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there? I was at the police department the entire day, you know? And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony.
Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal.
Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey, you, take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so.
Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need. You left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time, I thought it was a useless clue, just taking up space. How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us the evidence. To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this.
It's here because... Ah! I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office.
But you did, because Chief Gant asked you to.
You mean, The
body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car!
Holy shit! God damn, he made Edgeworth do that?
Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Yes, unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one possible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Skye!
Holy shit!
Order, order, order! What's going on here?
That's what I want to know!
Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations? Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite.
It's a photo of the body being taken from the trunk.
Chief Gant, please say something!
I believe your time's up.
My time's up.
Sorry, Righto, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we're going to make it in time for the early bird special.
Oh, no, 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 you're not going anywhere.
Objection!
Fuck that. But the cross-examination isn't finished yet.
Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Weapons?
Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now.
What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
Objection!
So you're going to just run away after all this? Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed old Goodman? That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now.
Well,
You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with.
I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright, Your Honor, do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Lana Skye dispose of his body? Do you have any concrete proof? I believe we have to say we have no proof yet, right?
Yeah, I think we don't.
It's no use showing evidence. It's no use showing evidence I'm not sure of myself. No, Your Honor, at present, I have no conclusive evidence.
Huh. See, OG?
In that case, This court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief. What?
Yeah, never gamble what you can't afford to lose, Righto. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Again? Okay, Aji, I'll leave the rest to you.
No, he can't. Damn it. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency. What?
Lady Luck, Maybe we should have a word with her.
Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean?
There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony.
The lady who knows the truth, another witness.
In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony.
But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify.
There's still someone else, one more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room.
Edgeworth, Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person?
Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling the witnesses today.
Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist? She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. The defendant calls forth. It will be Lana Sky.
Take that!
The defendant, Miss Lana Sky? She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders. Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. For 15 minutes we will reconvene. In 15 minutes we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now Uh-oh. Huh? Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat.
Listen good, Lana.
Uh-oh. He's talking to Lana.
I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claim, there will be terrible consequences.
He's blackmailing her.
Hey, hold up. That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder.
What? This isn't good.
Of course, you'd never support such outrageous claims anyways, right? Just something to think about. All right then. I've got a lunch date to meet. Bro, are they really gonna ignore that?
Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess. Oh, damn it.
Bro, seriously? You're just gonna ignore what he just said? Oh, by the way, February 25 to 4 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Ooh. Looks like we managed to stay in the game.
Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth.
That chief, he's something else, eh, pals?
Detective Gumshoe!
I'm not a detective anymore, pal.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Ah, don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office.
What? My office?
Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with. Oh yeah, because Maya's,
Maya.
back at her training, that is. Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How does he always get the upper hand?
It's not fair that he has the right to refuse to testify.
Settle down, right? Remember what the judge said?
There are certain risks to be considered. Risks? What did he mean by that?
It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true.
You mean he forfeits his right to say any... I mean, he forfeits his right to say anything, too!
Oh, it's Emma.
Emma, are you okay?
Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery.
So you heard everything that's been going on. Now, Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved.
Relieved?
Yeah. Now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. And she did it all just to protect me. Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she'd changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. What do you mean? What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside. To force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do.
That must be why she became so cold.
It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall. Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you're going to blame anyone, blame society, pal. Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery. But he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor.
I see.
Well, we'd better get back. It's time for the final act, pal.
Emma, why don't you wait here?
No, I'm going with you. I want to be there when Lana tells the truth. Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this. To be continued. Pretty soon. After the save, of course.
Okay, you know what? Should we call it an episode here? You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and call it here.
Yeah, it was probably gonna take at least one or two.
Yeah.
Just to finish this.
All right. Okay, so yeah, we take what we said. Yeah, okay, so next time on Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the next episode will be the final one.
Yeah.
This one's the penultimate one. The next episode, we'll hear Lana's testimony. And hopefully, we can get her to tell the truth.
Yeah.
And also, and then let's see, once we get to like the ending credits of the next episode, we will reveal what the next Let's Play is going to be. Also, but until then, thank you guys so much for watching this, and we will see you next time.